WCOM-FM 103.5 FM, broadcasting live from Carborough, North Carolina, and live streaming worldwide at WCOMFM.org. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Martini Mondays, shaking it up with Ruby Martini.
And Magnolia Steel.
Welcome, everyone. We are super excited to invite you to our audio stage where we flirt with vintage and contemporary burlesque, ponder random points of interest, and have engaging conversations with our guests. Our guests this evening are Kether Smith and Bailey Stoffregen from Botanist and Barrel. They will join us in just a few minutes. Magnolia, it is so good to lay eyes on you.
Ruby, it is wonderful to be here. I had to hustle to get here, and honestly, I thought I was going to be late.
Oh, no, Magnolia, do tell.
Well, Ruby, I was on my way here doing fine on time, and off in the distance in front of me, there was this big rig with a flatbed. This one was tough to get around, and eventually all those cars made it, and then it was my turn. And to pass, and then I was easing up on it, and then I saw it, the bumper sticker, and it read, "Getting you on my bed is my cardio."
Oh.
I was a little embarrassed when I read this one, Ruby, but I did it. It made me giggle. Anyway, I passed on the cardio and passed on that flatbed, too.
Oh, my goodness, Magnolia. We don't want no stinking cardio. I'm so relieved you made it on time. Now let's take a quick moment to honor our underwriters. Huge thanks to Double Martini Productions, your local nonprofit performing arts collaborative, with two big announcements. First, and this one is new, Double Martini is forming a dance team for women ages 45 plus to perform in parades, special events, and more. This team has an open rolling enrollment through mid-July, so new dancers can join on in. No experience is needed, and all skill levels will have a place in the team. Dance, cheer, tap, baton, and more. The team rehearses on Tuesday evenings from 7:15 until 8:15 in downtown historic Hillsborough. Reach out to us directly for more information. Additionally, the second Saturday monthly drawing event for artists with live models in vaudeville and burlesque style costuming is this Saturday, July 11th from 10:30 a.m. until 1 p.m. Both of these events are held at Snow Approach Foundation, located at 129 East King Street in downtown historic Hillsborough. Go to doublemartini.org for more details.
Cat Moves Traveling Studio, delivering award-winning dance and fitness coach and training to you at your location at your convenience. Join in every Tuesday for a community line dance 6 to 7 at 129 East King Street in historic Hillsborough. Find out more at catmoves.me. That's cat with a K, catmoves.me. And Perfect Timing Celebration, providing a wide variety of officiant services with a budget-friendly rate to help keep your wedding and vow renewals stress-free. Find them on Facebook by searching PT Celebration.
And Sold by Amanda T. Amanda Turner is a realtor with eXp Realty, serving the Triad, the Triangle, and all points between. Her specialty is concierge-style customized service tailored to her clients' needs. Check out her website, soldbyamandat.com.
All of our underwriters are linked to our Facebook page.
And you can find us on Facebook by searching
at WCOMRuby.
And you too can become an underwriter of our broadcast. Hop on over to that Facebook page and send us a message.
Ooh, WCOMRuby. That sounds like a good lead into our Back in Time Burlesque segment.
That's a great idea, Magnolia. Let's do it. Our weekly segment of Back in Time Burlesque teases the vintage era of burlesque. And today we are going to honor Fanny Brice. Born Fania Borak on October 29th, 1891 in Manhattan. In 1908, she dropped out of school, became Fanny Brice, and began performing in a burlesque revue. 2 years later, she began her envious association with Florence Ziegfeld and was his headliner for the Ziegfeld Follies in 1910 and 1911. She was hired again in 1921 and performed well into the 1930s. She also created a radio character named Baby Snooks that propelled her to comedic popularity.
During the 1921 Follies, Fanny Brice introduced the world to Secondhand Rose, which along with her previous hit, My Man, became another signature song for her. Fanny Brice was one of the few female comics who made it to the big in vaudeville, in Broadway, on the radio, in film. Her comedic timing earned her 2 Hollywood stars, one for the radio and one for film.
Miss Fanny was married 3 times. Her second husband was truly the love of her life, even though he was a con man, and he was arrested numerous times.
Somebody had to be arrested.
Someone has to be arrested every week.
Every week. I just don't
I would
feel
be
like...
so disappointed if we didn't have an
last
arrest.
Week. Last
so
week
much.
we didn't have
I
any
need
arrests.
to dig up an arrest for those
I
sisters.
know. Yes.
Fanny spent her time and resources for attorneys and appeals. The second time her husband was released from federal prison, Fanny filed for divorce based on the grounds of infidelity and loss of affection. We're pretty sure that is what cultured folks say instead of, he spent all my money.
Yeah, I lost affection for him.
And my wallet.
And my wallet did too. There are so many performance years associated with Fanny Brice, and we hope that you will take a deep dive into her history, as well as American vaudeville and burlesque.
And now, dear gentle readers,
listeners, they're not reading anything, they're listening.
They might be reading our minds.
Oh, great.
I know.
We're
I'm
in
scared.
trouble. We're in trouble if they're doing that, girl.
It is time for us to introduce our guests, Kether Smith and Bailey Stoffregen from Botanist and Barrel, a family-owned and operated cidery and winery located in Cedar Grove, North Carolina. Kether was born and raised in Chapel Hill, lived in Asheville, and then 15 years ago moved to Hillsborough, North Carolina. After purchasing a blueberry farm in Cedar Grove, Kether created a very unique and, in my humble opinion, extraordinarily delicious business model in Botanist and Barrel, which has grown not only in popularity, but their product line has also expanded. And I'm sure we are going to learn a lot during today's conversations. Bailey hails from Wisconsin and moved to Durham 6 years ago. She is the head cider maker and winemaker at Botanist and Barrel. Her background in food science, as well as her family history in agriculture, is a perfect blend for connecting with local growers to create her craft from the literal fruits of their labor. Our episode today is a little rebellious, a little refined. Ladies, welcome to our audio stage.
Thank you, ladies. Yes, thank you. We're glad to be here.
We are super excited to have you here. We can just feel the energy.
Oh, it's fun. It's going to be fun.
I think that's the wine you feel.
Oh, dang it. I was looking for a little more authenticity there. That before we begin our conversations, we are going to our Manifest a Moment with Magnolia segment. This is our weekly segment when we ask our guests to select a card, and then Magnolia interprets an affirmation. We have each asked for you asked each of you to select a card. And again, we just want to announce that we are using our favorite deck, the Sinister Affirmations.
I'm going to have to get this deck.
I love this deck. Big shout out to Boardwalk in Los Angeles. Their products just keep us happy. But this is Sinister Affirmations for Formidable Women. And I feel like this fits the bill for today.
Yeah.
Magnolia.
So, Kether, I understand that you are very special today.
I am.
Yeah, because you got two over there, not just one.
Shall I read both?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I love an accidental double draw.
Absolutely.
I love it. Yes, Miss Kether.
Okay. First one. Normalize unleashing a malevolent poltergeist on men who won't take no for an answer.
Ooh, yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No more words need to be said about that one.
Okay. This one's a little longer. It says, it's okay if you need a break. It's okay if you need a hug. It's okay if you need help performing an occult ritual that will enthrall a dark and unspeakable evil. Don't be afraid to advocate for yourself.
Well, and there's probably the one that the man that you said no to. You may have read those in the wrong order.
Oh my God, that's funny.
And Bailey, what do you got over there?
All right, mine says, don't be too hard on yourself about your weaknesses. We all have them. Dracula can't even go outside during the day, and he's still the immortal Prince of Darkness.
Very good answer.
I really like that.
Yeah, excellent.
I really like that.
Great card. So, Magnolia, what would you, if you took the three cards and did a summation, what do you think you would like the affirmation or our focus today for this episode?
Doesn't matter what your shortcomings are, that you're going to always end up on top. Even she
Dracula.
had to, even Dracula. She was talking about shortcomings. You had a shortcoming, even though we needed, that seance in darkness.
I like it. So we are
overcomers.
bucking off the shortcomings.
Yep, we're overcoming.
We have none.
We have none.
There are no shortcomings.
Nope.
We are the queen of the queens.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I like that. All right, what's next, Magnolia?
Deep breaths.
Oh, we're going to breathe in and out?
Let's hope so. Everybody, ready? Here we go. In breath. Ooh, okay, shake off all of today, and let's get
all those shortcomings on the sidewalk.
Yeah, well, we could just throw them out the window. We got large windows here.
Thank you so much for being here. Kether, please share with our audience where information for Botanist and Barrel can be found online, including all of your socials that you'd like to share.
So we have a website, just botanistandbarrel.com. And that goes a little deeper into what you can expect if you come out. And to stay up to date on day-to-day events and new releases, Instagram, Botanist and Barrel also, very simple, has all of that information there. And then you can also find us on Facebook, which is where most of our events kind of get traction.
All right. Lovely. So I want to step back a little bit in time to purchasing the blueberry farm in Cedar Grove. And when you made that transaction, did you already have the concept of Botanist and Barrel in mind?
Not quite.
So what was the inspiration and the progression?
So there's kind of several layers. One of them is that our fruit is no spray. So that means that there's some fruit that's just not perfect. And so that's not fruit that can be taken to the market. And the perfect way to use it is to turn it into a beverage, because nobody cares what that fruit looks like. So it's keeping things kind of out of the waste stream and being sustainable. And also my brother came from a background where he had a natural wine distribution company, and he thought the winemakers had all the fun. And so he was like, I have a culinary background, so does my husband. So we were like, we'll put it in a kitchen. My brother was like, I have another idea. And it's kind of like cooking, but in liquid form. Yeah. So it makes a lot of sense. And North Carolina has such rich agricultural traditions. So there's a lot to work with.
Did you find once that idea sort of came to fruition that it was an easy path, or did you have little speed bumps along the way?
Yeah, so one of the things at the very beginning was also that we wanted to make what we wanted to drink. So everything that we do is like minimal processing. It's unfined, unfiltered. We're not adding sulfur. We're not manipulating it in the ways that a lot of producers are. So there's been a lot of education that we've had to do along the way to kind of bring people up to speed and to understand that what we do is dry, and that has to do with our methods in production, and that there's there's strong reasons as to why we make those decisions.
So share with us the first couple of years. Take us from, hey, I've got an idea, let's make it happen, and then how do you actually put that into motion?
The reality in making alcohol is there's a lot of paperwork to do. It's not sexy.
Alcohol and paperwork does not sound good.
No, that doesn't even
in any particular order.
No.
So getting ABC permits, getting our TTB approval, all of that really boring stuff had to happen at the beginning. And then the fun part started. And the first time we got a large amount of juice to work with, and we put it in the tank and just kind of let it rip. I was terrified. I was like, I don't know if this is going to work out. And we've spent money, and we don't really have any money left to spend. So it's got to turn into something. And as Bailey well knows, cider in its early stages, I like to say it goes through its awkward teenage years. So you'll taste it. Fresh juice is beautiful. It's sweet. It's delicious. And then as it starts to ferment, it's not really pleasant.
It gets really weird.
Yeah. And so the first time I tasted that from our big tank, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not it. It's not happening. But then, time kind of works wonders.
So what was the time frame from that first tank to it being palatable?
I think two months.
So not as long as it could have been.
Yeah. But most everything that we do is 4 months from us receiving juice or processing into juice and then releasing to the world. Sometimes a lot longer.
Sometimes a couple of years.
Yeah.
It just depends.
Yeah. So all of your batches are named, and I liken it to how a painter names a canvas. Mm-hmm. It makes sense because art is art. Mm-hmm. Do the batches speak to you and say, this is what we should be called? Or is it a round table discussion on here's a thing and I think this will work, or a combination?
It's a combination, yeah. So there's a lot of ways that we've kind of come around to names, and a lot of people have contributed different names.
And the labels are interesting. Do you have a local artist specifically that you work with? Or
So
is it
initially, my brother curated the labels, so we would use a lot of art that's in the public domain. So he'd go look at museums and just kind of pull all kinds of beautiful works that already exist. And then more recently, we've started working with some local artists.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think a label contest would be fun.
Ooh, that would be fun.
And then maybe an exhibit of all of the entries.
Yeah, because that's
yeah.
We're
Sorry.
we're idea people.
Yeah.
I literally
opportunities for some fundraising.
yeah, we fundraising ideas. Here we are. So, Bailey, talk to us about your role and how you have partnered your expertise into the journey of the growth of Botanist and Barrel.
Well, firstly, I don't know if I'd call it expertise because I am certainly learning something every single day. I am in charge of production, so I deal with everything from bringing in fruit, both apple and grape or cherries or peach or raspberry, whatever. And then I will kind of put together our schedule for which batches we're going to make or what season it is. If I have to start making something with warming spices for fall and all of that. So I'm I'm always looking ahead. I always tell myself if I'm not ahead, I am behind.
Yes.
And come July, so now through October, I am 100% on the fruit schedule. So it's not up to me really what I do. It is up to the harvest, the 2026 harvest that's about to start. Derek, one of the owners, just went out to one of our orchards today to take some sugar readings, and it looks like we'll be getting apples in the next week.
Nice.
So I just found that out today. That's always fun. And I just try to learn upon my past experiments.
I love how you
That's
put
a
that.
great
Whether
way
they
to put it.
worked or not, you always try to learn from something. And the interesting thing with natural wines and ciders is that I can try to make the exact same thing twice, and it certainly won't be the exact same thing twice.
This is true.
For better or for worse. And I kind of just have to accept that there is a little inconsistency with fruit, and that's okay. And all I'm trying to do is make that fruit the best wine or the best cider that it can be, and I just have to listen to what the fruit kind of wants to be, kind of baby it a little bit.
So, yeah, I know we have questions, but Bill, I'm curious. So, you were talking about the fruit kind of dictates. So, like a harvest could possibly not be as sweet as what you anticipate, or is so like you were saying, warming spices. My brain just went off into woo. It jumped over into fall and Christmas and that mullein wine thing.
Exactly.
Things we love.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but that's
We're just sitting here having drink fantasies.
Oh, I am having drink fantasies.
So if you guys have ideas for drinks, you just lay it on me, and I'll try to make a cider out of it.
If you could do something like for that, like that mullein spicy kind of
We're gonna
cider, I'll do it off air.
When we get home, go look at the previous library.
And then I'm gonna email her.
It's quite extensive.
I'm gonna have a
We're
good
a little
time.
bit crazy.
So when you look back over the last 6 years, we asked this question, because everybody went through the same hiccup 6 years ago. But you guys were like full steam ahead, and then of course 2020, had a good time. Slapped everybody down and told us that we needed to do something different. So what changes did you make to keep your momentum up?
Yeah, so one of the things, we're really fortunate, we had just bought a canner and started canning ciders, and that timing couldn't have been better because grocery stores obviously were still open, and cans were just like a natural fit. So we were able to keep producing. We had all this stuff in tank. We're not going to let it just sit there and do nothing. We continued. So we sold a lot of cans at the beginning, and that kind of kept us alive.
The universe always knows. Like there's always some thread
the
that we learn.
pivot that we have found with the show.
Yeah.
How through the line of businesses, either that they had something that just transformed, they were already like one step ahead of the ball,
Right.
or
without even knowing it.
Or that it's somebody who needed to go back into their shell, reinvent themselves, and come out as a new being.
I think a lot of it also because everyone that we've had on every episode is a creative. And I think the creative mind just refuses to hit a wall.
I agree.
And
They're problem solvers.
Exactly. And so when there's creativity involved, you're like, what are the things that we can do next to make this work in our favor instead of against us? So.
Okay, so let's talk about the Define Wine.
This was new.
And how that expansion came about. Who wants to take the question?
You take it, Bailey.
I'll take it. So, Botanist and Barrels wine line is called Defy Wines. And we basically defy how traditional wine is made. Natural wine, again, is its own living being. And we really started ramping up in maybe 21. And I think part of that is because I came in and I was the extra set of hands that they needed. And we just were able to collaborate really well and work really well together and make something consistently good and figure out a way to make these North Carolina grapes or these Virginia grapes. There's Virginia grapes in your glass right now.
Well, I don't know. My glass is empty.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll need to put some more in there.
We forgot to bring the pool boy.
Well, yeah. Always.
But I would say that just the repetition of doing it, you have to learn the hard way sometimes. And we did that. And we can now say that we make really good natural wine. Like, really good.
And at the beginning, other winemakers in North Carolina were like, you can't make natural wine. You can't do that with just wild yeast. So we're kind of defying the odds there. And,
Great.
you know, like
So,
what the expectation was.
And I was listening to you, and you said the thing about the sulfates, that you don't have them.
There's naturally occurring ones.
Right.
Yeah, but that's
we're not
totally
added.
different
We're not
than
bombing
adding
everything with sulfur.
Yeah, we don't
It's just-
strip the grapes of their natural, wonderful beauty.
Yeah.
In order to make really good natural wine, you have to start with really great grapes. And so we work with special people who grow really wonderful grapes, and we can trust their practices, and we can trust that they bring in a really great harvest every year. And in order to make a great bottle, it just all starts with great grapes.
And honestly, there is such a clean, crisp difference in everything that you guys do. I've visited the small wineries, especially in the Midwest, who love to do the fruit wines, and they're so acidic and almost like bad vodka, like heavy alcohol. You know what I mean? They have a really burning aftertaste, and this is not for all of them, but for many. And so everything that I've ever had from your lines is just clean. There's no other word for it. Crisp, clean. I can't even, there's nothing else I need to say about it.
So what is,
So
just out of
good.
curiosity, I know that the radio audience can't see us, but
Sure
the
they can.
rosé that we have tasted,
Yes.
what is the name of that?
That is our Chamberson Pet Nat Rosé. So the Chamberson is a red grape, and it is grown about 30 minutes from our winery, just over the border in Virginia. So it's actually the closest vineyard that we work with. And Wesley grows wonderful Chamberson and Vidal, which is in our other bottle here for you ladies to taste. But the Chamberson Rosé Pet Nat, it is on, we crush it, and it's on its skin for about a day, and then we'll press that, and it gets that beautiful ruby color that you see.
And explain to our listeners what the pet net is.
I'll let Kether say that. She's better at it than I am.
I actually looked it up because
Yeah.
I was curious. So,
So pet nat is also known as like method ancestral. So it's short for pétillant naturel, which means that it's just naturally sparkling. So what we're doing is packaging the wine or the cider. We do this process with both before the primary fermentation is complete. So before all the sugar is converted into alcohol, we package it. And then it continues to ferment in the bottle or in the can or keg, whatever. And that fermentation produces the carbon dioxide, which gives this natural effervescence. And so it's like a nicer bubble. It's like fine and delicate. Think of like a Coke. like how forceful those bubbles are, because that's force carbonated, and this is completely different process from
Delicate
that.
was the perfect word.
Yeah.
I had a kombucha today that kept on, it was bubbly, having its own fun over there. I didn't close. I
Trying to grab you by the hand and take you down that road.
Over there on my desk. It was quite funny today.
Yeah. So there's another part of this pet nut process that's pretty exciting. So especially with the wines, what happens is as that fermentation happens, there's the sediment of the dead yeast at the bottom of the bottle. And so if you open the bottle like that, that causes excessive carbonation and activity. So what we do is we move the bottle, we flip them upside down. This is the same thing they do to make champagne. So you get all that sediment into the neck of the bottle. And then we freeze it in a solution of dry ice and salt water. So it's like really cold. And we pop it, and this cap of stuff just like explodes out. It's very...
I want to be invited to that.
It's big.
You can certainly come.
It's
you
messy.
can pop a couple bottles.
It's
too.
messy. And then we just kind of fill off the top of the bottle and recap it.
Wow.
So it's a process. It's a labor of love.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. New things.
Yes.
New things. We love new
We
things.
do love new things.
So I have here the Kether, and I'm now doing it with my fingernails. I also apologize. The community in our area has incredible supportive local ventures, and it seems that Botanist and Barrel is one of those that is more popular locations. A little bit north of Hillsboro on the farm, but easy to get to, a true destination location. What events are your best attended?
Oh, so we have a few annual events every year that really just kind of pop off in a big way. We do a plant sale in the spring, which has already happened. So that was in April. And then we have an Apple Fest in the fall, and this year it will be September 5th. But before that, like right now, we're peak blueberry. It's like blueberries are popping off really strong. So July 18th is our Blueberry Fest. And for that, we're going to roast some pig, and we do like a pig picking. We make barbecue sauce with blueberries.
Oh, how fun.
Fresh sides from the farm down the road.
And we have like at least 4 different ciders or wines that have our blueberries in them. So we'll have like a special flight that, for example, it has our regular tart blueberry cider. We have our blueberry cider that we aged in gin barrels. We have a blueberry wine, and we just
Blueberry and hibiscus.
Yeah, blueberry and hibiscus.
Ooh, we like.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
That one's called Blue Velvet.
Oh, I just got a little chill.
I knew
that
you'd
one
like
sounds
that.
I
fun.
heard the song right in my head.
Yeah.
So it's everything blueberries
Very nice.
on the 18th.
Yeah, but and I'm just going to say this. So you said September for apples, and then she said that the apples are going to be ready.
Yes.
And
So this hasn't been an interesting year. So our blueberries, we're located on a blueberry farm. So that's really like how everything started, right? And this year we opened our U-Pick a week early, and everything has just kind of been ahead of schedule. And so the apples are ahead of schedule. And in my mind, when we started apples are fall, but really apples are picked before we consume them generally, and they're stored, and then they also develop a little more sweetness in storage. But this year is, I feel, very unpredictable. We had heat really early, but
it's been an interesting year.
dry.
Winter. We had a really strong winter,
Cold.
and now we've got this heat wave from
Whatever it is.
It's
Yes.
pushing things forward. But what happens is we're harvesting blueberries, and then apples come in, and then grapes come in, and we are just like working and harvesting and working and pressing and doing all of these things. So it gets very busy summer and fall.
It gets very busy very quickly.
Yeah.
Do you even have like a non-performing schedule? Like for us, when our performance schedule usually ends in October, and we pick it back up again in February. So we have that downtime off
That's
stage.
what we call it.
That's what we call it.
We have time where it slows down a little bit, but there's always something happening
because the production
is
has to
year-round.
continue to keep up with that.
Wow.
Yeah. I can remember we would go to my uncle's apple farm in Taylorsville, North Carolina, and pick apples, and Daddy would store them in the extra room in the dark, and they were always just the best, most delicious things. That brought back a good memory.
Yeah, and it's fine. My kids only want to eat like the most beautiful apples. The best tasting apples are not beautiful on the outside. They're like rusty and they have little lines and stuff. So the orchard that my husband visited today has the most delicious apples. And I mean, I think they're beautiful, but they're not traditional grocery store beautiful.
Right. Yeah.
And there's that different standard.
Yeah.
Big time. Well, ladies, it is already at the bottom of the hour. Let's play a couple of songs from the Martini Melodies.
Absolutely.
We'll just get probably one each on this round and see where we are. All right, Magnolia, let me know, my love.
Okay.
Everyone was hanging out. Be glad you never stuck around. See it all now. Don't take it serious. Those kids we were never thought they'd be us. Now if they could only see us. Man, what a joy. And you never know time skating by. You probably wonder what you've done with your life from time to time. We had it to ourselves. Remember how the night was. Step out into the streets and run till the sun comes up. And I know you were beautiful, and I know I was trouble. I knew I couldn't leave you alone. I never would, and you never know when there's someone taking up your time. I don't know what you would have done with your life, or me with mine. Is it getting old when you wake up in the middle of the night? Your tired eyes feel like you're running down the fading light. You'd never know. You're always up there with the curtains pulled. Is it getting old? And I will never go. I knew I loved you from the first sight. Lately we're living through more darkness and light. But there is time.
She was a level-headed dancer on the road to alcohol, and I was just a soldier on the way to Montreal. Well, she pressed her chest against me about the time the jukebox broke. Yeah, she gave me a peck on the back of the neck, and these are the words she spoke. Blow up your TV, throw away your paper, go to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try and find Jesus on your own. Well, I sat there at the table and acted real naive, for I knew that topless lady had something up her sleeve. Well, she danced around the barroom and she did the hoochie coo. Yeah, she sang her song all night long, telling me what to do. Blow up your TV, throw away your paper, go to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try and find Jesus on your own. Well, I was young and hungry and about to leave that place, when just as I was leaving, well, she looked me in the face. I said, you must know the answer. She said, no, but I'll give it a try. And to this very day, we've been living our way. And here is the reason why. We blew up our TV, threw away our paper, went to the country, built us a home, had a lot of children, fed them on peaches. They all found Jesus on their own.
All right, ladies, let's Bailey, let's start with you, and let's talk a little bit about that Spanish pipe dream.
Well, that is by the late, great John Prine. I cannot say enough words about how much I love John Prine. I actually found him when I was doing my grape harvest internship out in Oregon after I graduated college. And I was listening to like a lot of John Denver and folk and Americana, and one of my fellow interns was like, Bailey, have you ever listened to John Prine? And I was like, no. And I became completely obsessed right away. And then my family did, and then all of my friends did. And I was very fortunate to get to see 3 of his shows before he passed from COVID in 2020. Yeah.
Yep, that was a sad loss.
Yes,
for sure.
it was.
Such an icon.
He's very near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, very good. And what about Tyler Ramsey?
Yeah. So when I was a college student at UNCA in Asheville in the late 90s, he was a local musician, but it was the Tyler Ramsey Trio. And then he's played in several other bands. And I would go see him. Like, me and my friends, we'd always go and see Tyler Ramsey Trio. It was just like what we did. And then he worked at the local record store. And then I kind of forgot about him. And then he played at the Cat's Cradle. I don't know, maybe it was a year and a half ago or something. And my husband, I don't know, Facebook knows, the algorithm knows me well enough somehow. And so it was like, here's a band you should go see. And I kept seeing it. So I was like, yeah, maybe I'll get tickets. So we went. And then that song, Small Town, was about Asheville during the time that I lived there. And so when he played it, I was like, oh yes, I feel this. It just it hit, And yeah.
They
just
went
kind of sentimental
so
in that way.
much.
Yeah.
and just being able to kind of retro back to the times beforehand, before the worries.
Yeah.
They have really done a lot to gather themselves together.
Asheville has changed, but it's also just changed as a city so much from what it was then, and I loved it then. And it's nice, now as a tourist, it's fine, but I wouldn't want to live there today like I did then. And it was the perfect place to be, in my 20s and just kind of becoming an adult. And so
I have a little penchant for Asheville, and one of my very, very best girlfriends lived there. Mm-hmm. I would wait until about 11 o'clock on Fridays to drive there, so the traffic was just nothing. Mm-hmm. Easy trip up. And she was actually in Fairview. Mm-hmm. So go a little bit south of town and hang out on the side of the mountain in the hot tub. And when she would go out of town, my sister and my mom and I would go house sit for her. So,
nice.
That was...
House sit with quotes, huh?
Yeah. So your Asheville location, when did that come onto the scene? And tell us what visitors can expect when they visit.
Yeah, so Botanist and Barrel Asheville has been 5 years now.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of unbelievable. So we opened during COVID, which was kind of crazy. But this space became available to us, and the owners kind of selected us. They reached out and were like, hey, are you interested? And we happened to be in the process of looking at opening a place in Asheville because my brother and his wife live there still. I got him to move to Asheville many, many years ago, and he has stayed. And so it worked out perfectly. And it's different. The vibe in Asheville is not the same as the vibe in Cedar Grove. So it's kind of like Botanist and Barrel goes to the city, and we get a little dressed up, a little more polished.
Interesting.
Ooh,
So it's really it's a really nice spot. It's small, it's cozy, and we feature a lot of other natural wines there as well. So not just what we produce. And there's an amazing, extensive tinned fish selection.
Oh,
my gosh.
wow. I know.
Back to the tin fish.
I'm telling you.
It's a thing.
It is a thing. That our very first guest talked about tin fish, and then we went on a tangent.
That's funny.
It is a running thread. Our very first guest, yes. And then my bestie, who I've got a Mediterranean cruise with in February of 27, she messaged me and said, oh my God, I am going to have to take an extra suitcase when I go to Portugal and Spain to bring home all the tin fish. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know this about you.
Yeah,
okay, they'll ship it home for you.
I've been trying to learn to like that, and I put some in my pantry.
Did it make you feel better that you had it in the pantry anyway?
It's in the pantry.
Still there.
If it's not your thing, it's not your thing, and that's okay. You don't have to
I've never been a sardine kind of girl.
I went through a phase in probably the early 90s where I was like sardines, crackers, mustard, hot sauce.
Well, see, I do that with the smoked oysters in the can. Now, I can do those.
Yeah,
I like the oysters and the mussels a lot.
I do those. Hot sauce. I see. I'm not. And mackerel tastes funny to me.
It's fishy.
It's fishy. I don't like fishy, and that's here. I've got sardines, and I don't do fish, so it's quite funny. So, Bailey, what are some of your favorite wines and ciders that you have created?
Wow. Okay. Well, I would have to say anything with muscadines.
Really?
Yeah. So since I grew up in Wisconsin, I did not know what a muscadine was. I had never seen one. I had never tasted one. And then I got down here and I processed them for the first time, and I was a little mad. Lyndon and Derek were just filling up the press with this goopy, weird looking grape that doesn't press. The juice just doesn't come out of its skin. And I was like, what are you guys doing? This is a terrible idea. It turns out it tastes like heaven. And that's why we do it. So once I tasted what a dry muscadine cider or wine is, then I said, oh, we should be processing more of these. And that's what we do now. We process a lot more of them. So the cider that we make is called Grapes Have Feelings. And that is a barrel of dry muscadine wine blended with our barrel-aged cider. And then, we do muscadine wine. We do muscadine everything. We'll co-ferment cider with the muscadine skins. And there's one particular event that I would like to invite everyone to. It's in September. It's September 12th, and it's called the Big Stomp. And if you can guess what it is,
it's like Lucy and Ethel all over again.
It's exactly like
Lucy girl. We gotta go.
I would say it's probably your demographic that has the best time.
Oh well,
it is made
words,
for y'all.
She's looking at our white hair and saying, "Yep, it's us."
Totally there.
I know we got to do it.
But you know what I love is that what you are doing, muscadine, and I must get there and taste.
Yeah,
sounds
me too.
Completely different from what everyone else does, which is overly sweet, overly thick, very syrupy, and it surprised me that you're working with muscadine.
Me too, because y'all's is not as it's not the sweeter side of things. And do you have any of those there already for purchase? Just out of curiosity.
Yes.
We're getting our shopping list together.
Oh, I am, because my great grandmother did muscadines, and if I don't bring a bottle of that home when I go in August, my mom will not be happy with it.
So we'll make we'll get our calendars together.
Yes, ma'am.
And make a time to go north on the road.
To
the B&B and grab some deliciousness. I want to hear about the vinegars that are coming down the pike.
So
can we expose?
It's very, very, very new. This is not publicly known widely yet.
Dear listeners, close your ears.
So we were talking about how making natural wines, like things aren't always the same from batch to batch, right? So we have had a few things that didn't quite work out. And some things happen to naturally be very acidic. So we are leaning into that 100% and taking what's not good cider or wine and then turning that into vinegar. Also, there's a lot of waste when we press grapes and apples. But that waste isn't trash. It still has so much good stuff in it. So we're going to use that also and make vinegar that then doesn't have to be diluted the same way.
I'm excited about this.
I'm excited.
Very sustainable.
We have a vinegar obsession anyway.
So much.
So there will be muscadine vinegar.
I love that.
There will be cider vinegar.
I can imagine it.
I know, it makes my mouth water.
I know, I'm already
tartness.
Girl, it's already there.
We're slobbering over here.
Yes, we're going to put the crackers and the cheese and put the vinegar on. Oh, yeah.
And then we're going to go stomp some grapes in September.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I think that's definitely on I was like in the cards.
Yes.
Ooh. No shortcomings over here.
Absolutely not.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. The phrase, "they taste like the South itself," is key marketing for your wines and ciders and a true testament to the care and attention that you invest in your products. Talk to us about moving from local on-site availability to your now expanded reach.
Yeah, so we do sell to a lot of little mom and pop spots in the Triangle, and some local breweries will have our cider on tap. And then we distribute to California, to South Carolina, to Georgia, a little bit in Virginia. So we're spreading our wings a little bit.
I like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of spreading some wings, it is time for us to wrap this episode.
Girl,
I can't believe it.
I know. It
Every
goes
week
so
I'm just
fast. We just don't even know.
I know.
We never believe.
To our audience, we hope you will stay tuned in for our 6 o'clock hour. It is a hangout plus a stayover, the perfect combination for a hangover. Our 5 p.m. guests, Kether and Bailey, are invited to hang over with us and continue conversations after we wrap this episode. We'll continue playing their Martini melodies nonetheless, and more. Stay tuned, dear, gentle listeners. And as they say, don't touch that dial. Thank you, listeners, for tuning in and supporting us. Thank you, Kether and Bailey. We appreciate you guys being here so much and giving us episode number 27, the first of our third quarter. Can you believe this year is flying?
Girl.
A little rebellious, a little refined. And Magnolia, as always, thank you for being my shenanigans partner in crime. Thank you, WCOM, and big thanks to our underwriters. If you would like to become an underwriter for our show or for WCOM's general operations, email us.
Oh, it's email. WCOMRuby at gmail.com.
All right, all you shakers, join us next week, Monday, the 13th of July, when we welcome Kelsey Shepard from Patty's Irish Pub in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Patty's is a must-go destination for locals and visitors alike, and Kelsey manages the vibe there. Her episode is titled, My Superpowers Are Mayhem and Chaos Wrangling. I'm excited about that one.
Too.
I can't wait to hear about those superpowers.
Me.
So we'll see you next week, and until then, all you shakers, keep on shaking.
I'm ahead.
You drank yours early.
I did.
Thank you.